LEGO's price hike, it happened, we've just had to accept it. While some sets remained the same or increased only slightly, others saw a drastic change that could ultimately cost LEGO down the line. And while I'm currently privileged enough to have the access of buying sets, others not so much, and even I wasn't lucky enough to grab some of my desired sets before the price hike. While some local retailers still sell these at nice enough prices, some of these sets I'm accepting now just aren't meant to be. With all this in mind, here are some sets that I wish I bought before LEGO's price hike, which I may not get at all anymore. All of the prices listed here are in NZ currency, so to any American viewers that are freaking out, calm down, this isn't your currency, relax, you're safe. The first set I have here is the DeLorean remake. I missed the first Ideas release, though it's not that great of a set really anyway now, is it? The LEGO Dimensions line was my saving grace for at least a Doc and Marty duo of minifigures, so I still have something in LEGO that represents one of my favorite movies. When these images were revealed, I was in love with the car, but the $280 price at the time was a little steep for me. I'm not super big into the creator cars, but I do love Back to the Future, so it's been on my list ever since. LEGO, however, upped the price from $280 NZ to $330 now, which is a $50 difference that's just a little too much for my taste. Some NZ retailers have this sitting at a $297 price point, but stock is very random across stores in this country. If I can see it again for less than $300, then I'm likely to buy it, which is why I have it listed here first. The Ecto-1 suffers the same fate. It is another car of a movie that I really love from a line of LEGO sets that I'm not really interested in, but I could be swayed for a set from a beloved movie. The price change from this went from 300 New Zealand dollars to 380 New Zealand dollars. I'm not so sure what the size difference is between these two cars, but $80 is a lot in difference for price. It's enough to buy a whole new set itself. With unfortunately a lack of minifigures and only being based on the latest entry of the film series, this is a set that gets skipped for me. Now, LEGO Ideas is still one of my favorite themes, but I no longer buy as many sets as I once did, more keeping my eyes on them out of curiosity sakes. The Stratocaster looked really nice for a while. The size was smaller than what I wanted, but $160 seemed okay, especially if I could grab it on a sale. This is now priced at $200 from LEGO, though it is sold at around $190 from other retailers. The set is just too small in my eyes for that extra $40, I'm afraid. I really regret not getting Grogu sooner, because now that he's $150, I just can't see myself grabbing him. I have the Yoda, and I really like that Yoda too, but he was only $10 more than Grogu, but that price has also changed naturally by today's standards. They do look really nice together, but maybe I can get it cheaper secondhand opened. Now, besides the Millennium Falcon and the really fun Master Builder series that I own, I don't frequent the UCS sets very often. However, I was extremely tempted in the last few years with the Gunship, the AT-AT, and the Luke's Landspeeder. It's sets like these that are welcomed introductory sets for someone like me who doesn't frequent this line. These were all sets that I heavily considered getting, but with these new prices though, I think I'm definitely out of the UCS market. From $350 to $400 for the Landspeeder, $650 now for the Republic Gunship, and a very pricey $1,500 for the AT-AT, which is now the same match price as the Millennium Falcon. All of these sets result in me just sticking to the regular ones instead, I'm afraid. I'm not a Nintendo person, but I really liked the look of the NES. The build and the features and functions worked so well, and I'd love to get it just to show support for the idea of LEGO remaking consoles. But $430 New Zealand dollars now is ridiculous in my eyes. I'm so sorry. You can buy an actual console for that price here. It's still a great looking set, but maybe it's just one that I appreciate from afar. Finally, the set that really sealed the deal for me is the R2-D2 remake. I was so excited when this was rumored, and when I finally saw pictures, I couldn't believe it. You see, I bought the BB-8 and the Dio on a gamble that I might be lucky enough someday that I can find the UCS R2-D2, which goes for around $400 brand new nowadays. I really don't like that price point, but this was a set that released 10 years ago. With a remake though, I was excited to have a more modernized build and at a cheaper price, and well, it was $350 when this released, but $350 still seemed like it was just a little too much for what I would end up getting. I really love the set overall, and every time I've had the right amount for him, I ended up just getting something else instead. Better deals would come or different sets released. Fast forward to today, this is now in that scary $400 price range that I tend to stay far away from. It is still now and always probably will be on my list of sets that I really want, but why would I get that when I could also get the Sanctum Sanctorum, which is at the same price? Any of the LEGO modulars, which are cheaper and they look better since they're actual builds, or getting multiple sets from other lines like the the superheroes or Star Wars waves. As much as I love the R2-D2 set, if I didn't get it already, it just might not be happening for me. So what are your thoughts on the LEGO price hike? Am I just an idiot and I don't see how this is a good thing? Currently in life, gaming seems to be a much more lucrative hobby in my eyes for how much you spend and how much you get back in return. If you enjoyed this video, then please leaving a like and subscribing helps us out a lot. Thank you for watching. We appreciate all of the support. Take care.